Honestly, your feelings are valid. On the one hand, they're taking a chance by, you know, pursuing an education, which I imagine puts them in a pretty vulnerable position. They must feel maybe a little out of place because they're like a lot older than a lot of people. Get me in there. Okay. On the other hand, I totally get it. This other student keeps asking for my help and then second guessing. That is annoying though. Like that is very annoying, but I don't know. I mean, like, you know best, right? You're probably, what the heck is this? Underwater lake. Like that they're not, you know, just trying to learn and they're being difficult. Are you sure that's right? Ask you how to avoid the fog. What fog? Oh, I guess all this stuff. Does it go away eventually? Oh, my eyes! Pretty, it is very pretty. You know, like, while we're talking about that, it's kind of crazy because, like, look, go to the sound. I don't know where the sound was, dude. Not that sound. That was a motorist. I assume I look young-ish on account of the fact that I don't have, you know, very many visible gray hairs. Like, maybe one or two. And I also don't... Oh, it's a goblin shark. Oh my gosh, this thing is ugly. It's surprising how little questions I'm asked by patients. Like, they don't ever doubt what I say. And I'm very certain it's because of, you know, a bit of that is because of privilege, because of my identity. Right? I am male appearing and I am also Asian, which for whatever reason, this population places a lot of stock on Asian people. Oh no! I have no gun! Oh, this is gonna be annoying. That thing's so violent. What is this? Ammo box? I don't have any ammo. My gun! I'm gonna die! Ah! Oh, brother. Okay, hold on. Get over here, you dumb idiot. Did I do it? It screamed. It was just angry. It just made him mad. Oh my gosh. Ah. It is a very anger. It's also like, oh my gosh, I got flashbanged again. I'd say you're in your 20s. That's true. But I even feel like compared to other 20-something, like, you know, late 20-something-year-olds, I look young. And I'm sure my inability to grow facial hair is part of that. But, it was terrifying the first time it happened, where, like, I said something and they just didn't question me, because I'm so used to being questioned during medical school, right? Because they question you because they want you to know that you're learning. They want to know that you're learning, and, like, they want to know that you're, you know, critically thinking and seeing your thought process and trying to, like, really drill you down to the limits of your knowledge. But patients don't do that, right? Patients are not teachers. They're real people who have real health problems and are looking for real solutions. The very first time I ever gave health advice at the start of my 3rd year, this was like a year and a half ago, when they didn't push back, I was like, wait, hold on a second. I don't know if you should trust me. I'll question my quack ENT saying I have allergies. The other thing too that like I've grown to appreciate more as a clinician, it's really recognizing that, like, don't get me wrong, I think 95% of doctors in the US are insanely smart and know a lot, right? But all of them have gone through medical school, which is a very standardized education system, right? And what I mean by that is that for most physicians, like, we're really gonna share the same limits of knowledge as well, right? So like a lot of the, I mean, like, just as a very easy thing, I'm willing to bet that a lot of hospitalists that are like, so internal medicine people, right? They're probably not gonna know a ton about like very specific dermatological conditions, right? They'll be able to recognize the very obvious ones like eczema or like shingles, right? Or maybe some sort of like weird macular papular viral rash. But like beyond that, I don't know if they're gonna know the stuff that dermatologists, people who specialize in that field would know, right? And I think that there is like a level of pressure though, that whenever any patient goes to any physician, oh, that's cute. For them to like just know everything, which is not realistic. But at the same time, like for 90% of the questions, they will probably know the answer to, right? It's really the hyper-specific ones which is true of any field. But I think because like the base level of knowledge of physicians is so different from what the common person would know, like you just don't really know at what point does the knowledge of the physician actually stop beyond their field. I don't even know if I'm just rambling at this point. Someone in my lab had shingles and she's like 30. Yeah, I mean, shingles can affect anybody, right? Like at the end of the day, it's a viral infection. And so anybody can get viruses. Generally, you know, older patients are the ones who get it, but you can get whenever, and it sucks. How that allergies. Yeah, it's true, right? I mean, and it's also like, the other big thing that is sort of unfortunate about our healthcare system is that if you have in your medical chart documented allergies, which isn't to say that these are true allergies, but if someone at some point has written that this person has allergies, every single future physician is going to go into that encounter with you thinking that you have allergies. Like every single one, even if it's not actually true, right? And that's a ongoing issue with our healthcare. It's just like too much information. Especially like when you have a patient who has 20 plus chronic issues, like you don't really have the time to go back and digging like, okay, who made the original diagnosis on what conditions? A lot of times people just carry around these diagnoses that aren't real, but like we don't have time as physicians to find out what was going on around that, and it sucks. Have I worked with phenylchloroform? That's the thing too, like I know nothing about toxicology. Like absolutely nothing. Most poisons and stuff, I don't think I would know what to do. Like if you're bitten by a snake, well, I mean, I guess there's like emergency room protocols, but like I wouldn't know what to give you. Right? And like I wouldn't know what happens. It like if you drink household bleach or if you overdose on like Tylenol, I would generally know what to do. But if you work in like a lab and like ingest some weird like cuprous sulfate thing, I mean, I would probably give you like activated charcoal, but like I wouldn't actually know what the heck would happen, right? Mercury poison I might, because like that's for some reason talked about in medical school, but like other stuff like this chloroform, I don't know, dude. I don't know what would happen to you. They would, yeah, they can do. Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's also like, like unironically, the SDS sheet would be way more helpful than what a physician could do, because physicians are not really trained on toxicology that much, because most people aren't affected by like really weird substances, right? Looked fine, just read a bit, I had to wash it. Yeah, and like for the, especially I think for people who work in a lab, like the SDS is gonna be the most reliable source of like what you should be doing. Where am I? I'm so lost. I need to leave. Oh, I'm back here? What the heck? How did I get back here? Now there are physicians who specialize in toxicology, and like they probably know way more about like very specific poisons and toxins. Like there's a lot of really smart people at the CDC who study this stuff for a living, right? But your average urgent care provider, your average emergency room provider probably isn't gonna know if there's a specific protocol. We needed PEG. You didn't have some. I'm surprised you didn't have PEG. I feel like PEG's everywhere. You know, Miralax is polyethylene glycol. You could have just bought some of that. Don't do that. I don't actually know that's how that works. We did, but not PEG 300. Oh, that you needed the big boys then. Wait, no, is it the small one? The number is how long the chains are, right? Yeah, wait, 8,000. Okay, yeah. I'm overweight. Why am I overweight? It's molecular weight. I mean, because PEG is just a polymer, right? And then it's like, because it's a repeating. It's been so long since I've done anything chem related. It's a repeating unit, and the bigger the number, the more repeats, right? It is a polymer. Heated harpoon tip. It does fire damage. Okay, interesting. I want to extract. I'd like to leave. Wait, I gotta dismantle it. Go back. It is not my intent, by the way, if anybody else is watching, to put distrust into the medical system. I think by and large, like the physicians and nurses and like APs and PAs that are like working very hard and know what they're doing. Just don't expect that every single case, especially when it's very hyper specific, that they're gonna have answers. That's all that I'm saying. I'm gonna catch this jellyfish because it's jellyfish day. I think it's just one molecule of differing lengths. Yeah. Molecular weight. Slash. Yeah, no, that's how it is, right? Like it's all of PEG, right? Is well, because like it's in the name, right? It's polyethylene glycol, so it's an ethylene glycol subunit or whatever the name of it. It's like the one unit is just one single ethylene glycol, and then it's just polymerized to different lengths. And I want to say the higher the number, right, which corresponds to the molecular weight of a single polymer, the more viscous that PEG is higher more viscous or is lower more viscous? I don't remember. To do. Oh my gosh, I got so much stuff here. The baby whale. I'm surprised I still haven't done that one, actually. Anyways, enough talk about this. Oh, those are all the death bosses. The turtle I'm missing. Okay. Nocturnal stuff I'm also missing quite a bit. Seahorse is missing a bunch. Medium depth, I'm missing a hammerhead shark. It seems. Shallows, I'm also missing. Oh, there's no boss in the shallows. Okay. Okay. Don't kill whale. I would never. I don't have any money to upgrade anything. It costs 1,000. Anyways. Oh wait, we can sell stuff here. Increase oxygen capacity. Huh, interesting. We can sell this stuff. That actually adds up over time, doesn't it? Glass. We keep glass. Is there anything we can sell? I don't think so. I think we want to keep everything else. Okay. Let's... We don't need the farm. We go diving again. Do we want to go back into the depths? I think we do. Yeah, there's some stuff we can turn in. Also, actually, let me buy this. And then, do I have anything here that I can turn in? Not quite. I need to catch more Titan triggerfishes. Anyways, let's go down there. I don't think you can kill a whale. I'm pretty sure you only take a picture. You are an ethical farsher? I was gonna say fish farmer, but then I got the two of them mixed up, and I said farsher. It was very embarrassing. Josie brain. I still can't believe how bad I am at the English language as somebody who is going into a career that's going to involve so much talking. Although, ostensibly speaking, when I'm speaking to patients, I'm definitely putting more active effort into my phrasing and the words I use, versus like when I'm streaming and just hanging out with friends, I just kind of open my mouth and noises come out. Did I eat sushi? I did eat sushi. Am I proud of those lizards? I guess. That generative AI is weird, dude. Why can't I go in? Oh, there we go. I had a lot of sushi today. Okay, what's up? I'm feeling a bit better. By chance, I was wondering if we can gather minerals. Opal. I should have enough, I think. Okay, yeah. Find tree fruit. Follow me. Okay. Please stop with the white blackouts. We have to be careful because small word differences can... It is very true, right? It's incredibly true, especially when you're when you're client facing. Phrasing and word choice is super wait, hold on. I wasn't paying... Is there a mini game? I wasn't paying attention. What's going on? Oh, just have to pop him in his bag. Are you moving? Why are you moving? Just stay still. There's no reason for you to move. Why are you doing this? Brother! Brother, why? Oh, he's not moving. Why? Where is he going? I remember this one story that I had with a patient. I was on my surgery rotation, and they came in with this like really big I mean, like, it's called a hematoma, and you can kind of think of it as a bruise, right? A hematoma is whenever blood pools in like tissue, which is what bruising is. But this guy had a pretty like big pool, let's put it. Like, it was swelling out, and it like almost looked like a cyst. Like, think of it as like a blood blister, but bigger. Anyways, I'm talking about this because he was a very elderly gentleman, who was, he had some level of dementia, I think, but in any case, when I saw him, he was very delirious, which is a thing that happens in hospitals that older patients are at risk of, because it's like an unfamiliar setting and like usually not getting great sleep and you're also sick. And so they have, you know, altered mental status and can act pretty like rude, sometimes violent, disrespectful. I saw him, dude, he hated me. Like he hated me, right? And I was just like, I was being nice. He was like, you guys are like keeping me imprisoned here. Like, I'm gonna, you know, sue you for abuse, all this stuff. Very clearly delirious. Like, I was just like, most of the time people aren't just like mean for no reason. I like to think. But like, and so I was, you know, I put in the care to be just like really nice with him and like explained it, because he didn't know where he was, right? He thought he was being kept in a prison. He didn't know the year. He knew his name, but that was about it. He fell, you know, before he came into the hospital, which he forgot that he fell, which is really unfortunate. You do see that happen a lot. I wasn't making any headway with the initial interaction, right? Like, he was just very confused the entire time and wanted us to leave him alone. Basically, I did my exam and was like, all right, you know, told him who I was, told him that I'm working with surgery, that we're keeping an eye on him. He didn't want any of it. I left. Very next day, I go see him again because he's my patient. And he's like, I remember you, and I'm so sorry for the way I behaved yesterday. And I was like, it was nice. And it's like, it's also, I think, really telling, because to me, I learned a couple things. One, I learned that delirium is super real, just based on that, because like, holy moly, what a, oh my gosh! Like, what a change in behavior, right? But I think that the part is like just, oh wait, you can be asleep? Can I do anything with this? Nope, okay. The other thing that I learned was just like, just be nice to people, because you never know, you know? And it's hard. I mean, it's especially hard if you're, you know, being attacked. Don't get me wrong. I had the benefit of like knowing that I was the person in charge at the end of the day, right? This was a patient and I was a care provider. But I also just, it takes effort to be kind to people, especially when you don't receive kindness, right? It's really hard. I actually remember there was another funny story. Also during surgery rotation, actually, now that I think about it. I was doing some outpatient clinic work with a surgeon. And so this surgeon is married to another surgeon who works in the same practice, right? And there was a new patient who was coming in, right? And I forgot, I think she was there for a elective hernia repair or something, I don't remember. But she was going on and she's like, oh, you have the same last name as this other doctor. And he's like, yeah, I do. And she's like, man, and she went off. Like, she hated this other surgeon. And it's funny because I worked with them both. They're both very nice people. But she hated the wife. Like, she was like saying all these awful things. Don't kill me, please. I have so much to live for. And I was watching this guy like hold his tongue the entire time because for some reason this patient did not think they were related. They thought that these were two surgeons that just happened to share the same last name. Man, I felt so bad, but he was so professional about it. After she, you know, after that visit was over though, I mean, he had some stuff to say to me. Wow, wait, dude, it was spicy. It was a situation, I'll tell you. But It's unfortunate, dude. I mean, like, people can be mean. People can be cruel. And I think for a lot of us who are in these positions of authority and power, we really have to, like... I mean, don't be a carpet. Don't be a floor mat, right? Like, but at the same time, you do really want to maintain that professional relationship. I don't think I want to go in this direction. Actually, maybe I do. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. That patient give Karen energy? I would say that she gave Karen energy, yes. She was very entitled, which is a lot of patients, unfortunately. But we treat them with respect all the same, right? Because, like, we don't know people. We don't know what's going on in people's lives. And, I mean, that's a little more prominent in the field that I'm going to, into psych, right? Because, like, psychiatry patients can be really difficult a lot of time. It just kind of comes with the practice. It comes with the field. And we just have to give them grace. The thing that helps me is, like, knowing that for the majority of patients, this is not their default mental state, right? It's because they're struggling with an illness and they need help. It's just a little more difficult for them to recognize that they need help because, you know, like, a person who has a broken arm, they know that they have a broken arm because they can feel it and it hurts, but somebody who has, like, schizophrenia, they usually don't know that they have schizophrenia. Seahorsey. Blind seahorse. Okay. Yeah, but, like, we just never know what people's stories are. Like, we have these single interactions and then we make all of our... I mean, it's true though, right? First impressions are important. We have single interactions and then we make broad sweeping assumptions just based on that one-time interaction, right? We have no idea. It doesn't excuse, like, people never have an excuse to be mean and disrespectful, right? But, like, when you learn somebody's stories, you can understand how they may have gotten there. You know what I mean? Especially because, like, a lot of these people usually came from places of some form of abuse. It's like, I understand why you are the way you are. It doesn't make it okay, but, like, I get it. Is there an extraction thing here? I'd like to leave. I might have to go back. Hold on, I'm gonna go back. My internet friend that I've known for 5 years forgets I'm a smarty pants because I talk about I mean, I'm 100% guarantee, unless I talk about it, nobody would know that I am in medical school. I'm like, listen, man. I mean, you know, I truthfully don't think that if I completely kept my personal life, like, private and hidden, nobody who watches me would know that I'm a medical student. There's Lost Ark nerds in med school. This guy who has time to play 5 hours a day is a medical student. Dave will be carrying racing seahorses in inventory. Oh yeah, no, keep them in there. I don't want to use it as... I don't want to cook the seahorse. Ooh, we got a lot of stuff. Yo, there's fireworks. What's going on over there? What's happening? There's an earthquake? Am I gonna die? Earthquakes. Oh boy. I've never heard of anyone eating seahorses. I mean, yeah, they eat a lot. They eat everything here. Oh, I have to go down there. I don't want to though.